right, folks, this is Michael Hale, and you're listening to Red Zone Radio. And look, before we get into the usual Monday mess, we've got breaking updates coming in from overnight. Not just here, across the country, there's been weirdness, power flickers, strange coastal reports, stuff people posted and laughed at yesterday. And I'm saying weirdness because nobody official has put a clean name on it yet.
You mean the "my cousin saw a wave eat a pier" stories?
Exactly. But listen, this morning it's not just internet talk. We're getting calls, we're getting scanner chatter, and we're getting, actual emergency bulletins. So we're going to do what we always do. We keep it grounded, we keep it real, we tell you what we know, and we tell you what we don't.
And we try not to lose our minds before 8 a.m.
That too. It's Monday morning, 6 a.m. here in New York. If you're driving in, if you're stuck on the Cross Bronx, if you're listening from Jersey, Long Island, upstate, stay with us.
I was literally about to complain about traffic. I had a whole rant ready.
Save it. We'll need that energy later. Okay, first thing, Lower Manhattan. We've got multiple reports of what people are calling a minor earthquake, and I know what you're thinking.
Earthquake in New York? That's like getting a palm tree in the Bronx.
Right, it happens, but once in a blue moon. And the early posts, people were joking. The city's waking up. The subway finally shook itself apart. That kind of thing. But we've got enough calls now that we can't just wave it off.
I felt something at home. I thought it was my upstairs neighbor doing their morning CrossFit.
That's a real threat. But no, listen, if you felt something around 5:40, 5:45, you're not alone. We're getting it mostly from below Canal, down by the financial district, Battery, the harbor area.
We've got lines lighting up already.
Let's go to the phones. Remember, if we can't verify something, we'll say that. Don't come at us later. All right, first caller, you're on Red Zone.
Hi. I'm in Tribeca. I'm sorry, I'm shaking. The building moved. The whole building swayed, and then there was this boom, like a cannon.
Emily, slow down. You're okay. You're in Tribeca, right? You felt a sway, and then you heard a boom.
Yeah, and people ran into the hallway. Nobody knows what to do. My doorman said it was a construction blast, but it didn't sound like that.
Did you see anything? Smoke, dust, anything outside?
No, just people looking down the street. My phone's not loading video. It's like frozen.
Okay. Emily, stay where you are. If there's any official alert in your building, follow it. Don't run outside just because your neighbor's running. And thank you for the call.
That boom part is coming up a lot.
Yeah. Let's keep moving. Next. Caller, you're on.
Hey, I'm at the Staten Island ferry terminal. Or near it. I was walking toward Battery Park, and I swear something hit the water. Huge splash. Like a car fell from the sky. That kind of splash.
Sarah, you're near the ferry terminal and you saw a splash in the water.
Not just saw, it shook my chest, and people screamed. Then everyone started recording, but the videos look wrong. Like the camera can't focus.
Could it have been a boat, a barge, something getting hit?
I don't know. I didn't see a boat crash. It was just water, and then boom, like something came up under it.
Okay. Sarah, listen, the harbor's busy. There are wakes, there are construction crews, there are ferries, but I'm not dismissing you. If you're there and you're safe, move away from the waterline. Battery Park gets crowded. Give yourself space.
People are saying something in the water, like a fin, like a shadow.
People say a lot of things in a crowd. Sarah, step back, let professionals work. We'll stay on it.
Something in the water is trending.
Yeah, and that's the problem. We're not doing internet panic this morning. We're doing verified information.
But you can't ignore it either. People post video for a reason.
I'm not ignoring it. I'm just saying, until we see something clear, we treat it like a rumor. We've got a producer in my ear telling me there's a clip going around, something near Battery Park. We have not verified it.
And we can't show anything anyway. We're radio.
Exactly. Okay, scanner update. We monitor NYPD and FDNY traffic. We've got chatter mentioning structural damage on Water Street. That's in the financial district near the East Riverside.
Structural damage from what? That's not a cracked sidewalk.
Right now, the word cause is not in the reports. It's just units respond, check stability, keep pedestrians back. That's the whole story at the moment.
Could be a gas main, could be a water main, could be a building settling from the tremor.
Could be, but we're also getting calls from people saying the tremor didn't feel like a quake, like it was a push, like a pulse.
My phone is acting weird, by the way. I'm getting texts out of order, calls dropping.
You too? Okay, hold that thought. Let's take another caller.
Hi, I'm in Brooklyn Heights. I know you said Lower Manhattan, but I'm looking across and there's this dust cloud, like something's crumbling. It's near the bridges. I can't tell which one.
Linda, you're in Brooklyn Heights and you see dust across the river.
Yes, and then I felt another little shake, like when a train goes by, but stronger. Everybody's on their balconies pointing.
Okay, stay back from any ledge, Linda. And if you see emergency vehicles heading toward the bridges, don't block streets trying to film.
Are they telling us to evacuate?
Not at this time. If that changes, we will say it loudly and clearly. Thank you.
That dust cloud, that's not a small thing.
No. And we're getting more scanner chatter. Assist with crowd control. That's typically when something's happening that draws people out.
This is how it starts. People gather, people get in the way.
Okay, we've received an emergency bulletin. It's short and it's vague, which I hate. It reads, "Unexplained infrastructure damage in Lower Manhattan. Authorities investigating. Avoid area south of Canal Street until further notice." That's it.
That's not a normal bulletin.
No, that's not gas leak, that's not water main. That's we don't know, and that should make you pay attention.
All right, if you're listening and you're in that area, south of Canal, don't treat this like a curiosity. If you can leave safely, leave calmly. If you can't, stay inside and away from street-level crowds.
And if you're driving in, do not head down there. Let the roads clear for emergency services. We will keep taking calls, we will keep checking official channels, but right now it's confusion. That's where we are.
Michael, our producer's waving at us.
Go ahead.
Well, he says his girlfriend works on Water Street. He can't reach her.
Okay, that's real. And that's where this stops being a funny New York earthquake joke. We're going to keep the show going, but for anybody with loved ones downtown, yeah, you're going to feel that in your chest. We're with you.
It's barely 6:30.
All right, time check. 6:32 a.m. We're going to shift into continuous coverage. If you've got first-hand information and you're safe to call, call. If you're guessing, don't. We need clarity, not noise.
Before we roll into the next hour, I want to circle back to something we keep getting in the inbox. People saying, "Why aren't you talking about the videos?" We are, carefully. Our producer is trying to pull up the clip everyone's sharing from the harbor, but a lot of you are sending us screen recordings of screen recordings. It's blurry, it's chopped up, and half of it looks like compression artifacts.
Which means it's not evidence, it's panic fuel.
Still, people saw something. That part's real. So here's what we can say. Multiple callers described a heavy impact in the water near Battery Park and the ferry terminal. Multiple callers described a shockwave, and multiple callers described a shadow under the surface. That's the cluster of facts.
Everything beyond that is guesswork, and I'm not letting this show turn into a rumor machine. Not today.
We've also got a male caller on line 2 who says he was on Water Street during the first shake.
Put him on. Remember, Jenny, male caller.
You're on Red Zone. Name and where you are.
Anthony. I'm in Queens now. I was delivering coffee downtown, Water Street, like 5:30, and the sidewalk just buckled, like a rug getting yanked.
You saw the sidewalk buckle. Any debris? Any visible damage to buildings?
Yeah, and that's the weird part. One building had, like, the corner missing. Not a crack. Missing. Like something scooped it out. And then everyone started yelling about the water. I heard a boom and people ran toward the East River like idiots.
Anthony, you did the right thing leaving. Did you see any emergency crews arrive?
Cops, yeah, they were screaming at people to back up. And then my phone went dead. like no bars. I jumped in my van and I just left.
Okay, thank you, Anthony. Stay where you are. Don't drive back in.
A corner missing. A sidewalk buckling. Folks, those are the kinds of phrases that don't belong in a minor quake story.
Another email here says a Port Authority officer told people to move away from the waterfront like it was a chemical spill, but didn't say why.
Which means even they don't know the category. They just know it's dangerous. Okay, quick staff note, because transparency matters. Our producer, Adam, is still trying to reach his girlfriend downtown. We're not using her name on air, but that means we have somebody in this room right now with real personal stakes. So if you hear us go quiet for a second, if you hear us stumble, yeah, we're human.
And if you're listening and you're also trying to reach someone, you're not alone.
Okay, it's 8:31 a.m. You've been with Red Zone Radio through what started as minor tremors and has turned into... Look, we're past the joke stage. We've got confirmed building damage in multiple locations below Canal. We've got emergency units stretched thin, and the calls are getting more consistent in one way and less consistent in another.
Consistent in that something is happening, not consistent in what it is.
Exactly. People describe shaking, others describe a blast, others describe, honestly, things I'm not ready to repeat without context.
Our field guy Marcus is down there. We sent him toward the financial district at about 7. We've had spotty contact.
Let's try Marcus now. Marcus, if you're listening, you're live.
Jenny, yeah, I'm here. I'm on the edge of the financial district, near Broadway. It's chaos.
Marcus? Okay, tell us what you're seeing.
People running. There's dust everywhere. Emergency vehicles are trying to move, but the streets are jammed. And look, I don't want to say something crazy on the air.
Then don't. Describe what you can confirm with your own eyes.
There's damage that doesn't look like a normal collapse. It's like bites taken out of buildings, like chunks missing, and you can feel vibration under your feet. It comes in waves.
Bites? Marcus, what do you mean?
I know how it sounds. I'm saying the edges are jagged, not like a pancake collapse, like something pushed through.
Any official presence? National Guard? Heavy equipment?
NYPD, FDNY, some Port Authority units. I heard a supervisor on the radio say, "Keep civilians back. We don't know what's causing secondary movement." That's the phrase, secondary movement.
Marcus, can you move somewhere safer? Inside?
I'm trying. People are pushing. I'm heading toward... Hold on.
Marcus?
Everybody back! Back!
Marcus, what is happening?
There's something moving.
Marcus, talk to me.
I can't see it. It's behind the dust. Oh, my.
Michael, we're losing him.
Marcus, get inside. Get cover. Call us when you can.
That's not normal reporter language.
No, it's not. And look, folks, we're not going to sit here and pretend everything is fine. But we're also not going to invent a monster because a city block is chaotic. We're going to stick to what we can verify.
Another tremor just hit.
Wait, did you feel that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, for listeners, we just felt a second tremor here in the studio. That means this isn't localized to one street. It's moving or it's spreading.
The phone lines are insane. Half of these calls drop the second we pick up.
Which tracks with what we're hearing. Cell networks strained downtown. Now, we're monitoring government scanner traffic. Normally you hear Unit 54 respond, that sort of thing. This morning, we're hearing phrases that don't belong in city radio.
Like what?
Perimeter, secure corridor, air support. And I heard a clipped line that sounded like requesting military backup. That's not a thing you say unless you're out of options.
If the city's asking for military help, that means they don't understand what they're dealing with.
Let's take a call. Remember our rule. If you're in immediate danger, hang up and call 911. If you're safe and you're describing what you saw, we can take it. Caller, you're on.
It's me again, Sarah, from earlier. I got on a train. I'm stuck. We're in the subway near Wall Street. The tunnel shook and now we're stopped. And there's this roaring sound, like a deep engine, but it's not stopping.
Sarah, breathe. You're in the subway near Wall Street. You're stopped and hearing a roaring sound.
People are screaming. The lights flickered. And the wall. Michael, the wall cracked. I saw through it. Like the concrete broke open and there was water and something moved in the water.
Sarah, you're underground. How can you see?
Because the wall is open. It's like a hole ripped out. I saw a shape. I don't know what it was. It was huge and it moved like it owned the tunnel.
Sarah, do not go toward that opening. Stay with other passengers. Listen to the conductor. If they tell you to move, move. If they tell you to stay, stay. Do you see emergency staff?
No, just us. People are texting goodbye to their families.
Sarah, I need you to focus on practical steps. Find a wall, sit down, keep your phone battery, and if you can, tell people around you to keep quiet. Panic gets people hurt faster than anything.
Okay, I'm trying.
You're doing good. Call us back if you move. If you lose signal, that's not your fault.
Michael, that was underground.
Yeah, which means the harbor thing, the tremors, the damage, this could be below us. Or around us, we don't know.
Other stations are reporting the same confusion. Nobody's got a clear picture.
We're hearing first mention of casualties. I want to be careful with that word. But multiple sources are saying there was a collapse on Broad Street, that's Lower Manhattan. If you're a family member trying to reach someone there and you can't, just know phone systems are overwhelmed. It doesn't always mean the worst, but it can.
NYPD just pushed out another message. Stay indoors south of Canal Street. No explanation.
And we're still not hearing why. We're hearing do it. Okay, our producer is telling me Marcus's line went dead mid-report. We don't have him. That's a fact.
Michael, we've lost contact with Marcus. That's not normal.
Technical issues happen all the time. Marcus, if you can hear us, buddy, get somewhere safe and call when you can. Folks, this is the moment you keep your head. If you're uptown, don't flood downtown. If you're downtown, stay inside unless told otherwise. We'll continue. Back to calls. We're getting reports from Hoboken and Jersey City. People looking across the Hudson and seeing smoke and dust hanging over the skyline.
That means this is visible from outside the city.
Caller, you're on.
I'm in Jersey City. I can see Lower Manhattan. There's this dirty cloud rolling between buildings, and I swear I saw something tall move inside it, like a crane walking.
Rachel, I'm going to ask you to be careful with your language. Something tall is okay. Crane walking is an image. Are you guessing, or did you actually see a distinct shape?
I saw a silhouette. It wasn't smoke. It had edges. It moved, and then the dust shifted, like it pushed it.
Okay, step away from your window, Rachel, and if authorities issue any advisory on your side of the river, follow it. Thank you.
That's the first time someone said walking.
And it won't be the last.
All right, we're moving into the 8 o'clock hour. We've got a wire update from another station. They're hearing the same scanner language we are. Secure corridor. Air support. Requesting heavy assets. That's not NYPD language.
No, that's incident command language when things are outside standard response.
And my phone is still acting wrong. Messages arriving late, calls failing. It's like the network's choking.
Which becomes a second emergency on top of the first. When communications fail, rumor replaces reality. Now, during the 9 a.m. hour, we took dozens of calls we couldn't air because people were sobbing too hard to speak, or because the line dropped immediately. I'm telling you that so you understand the scale. We're not ignoring you, we're drowning in it.
And we're doing our best to keep it clean.
Exactly. Here's a verified update. FDNY has confirmed multiple structural integrity incidents below Canal. Again, that's vague, but it's confirmation from a real agency.
They're using the same language. Incidents, not cause.
Right.
We've got a male caller on line 1 who says he's in a building lobby near Fulton Street.
Put him through.
You're on Red Zone. Go ahead.
I'm Mark. I'm in a lobby with like 30 people. We heard a roar, like a whale, but angry. Then the whole front of the building shook and the glass cracked. People ran inside. We can't get the elevators. Stairwell's packed. Mark, listen to me. Stay away from the glass. Move deeper into the building. If there's an interior stairwell, get to it calmly. Are you injured? No, but people are bleeding from the glass. And Jenny, there's dust coming in under the doors like a fog.
Cover your mouth with cloth if you can. Water helps. Do you see any building staff?
The concierge ran. He just ran.
Okay, stay with the group. Don't split up. If you get a chance to leave the building safely and head north, do it. If you hear officials instruct you otherwise, follow them. Thank you, Mark.
Folks, that's the human side. The concierge runs, the elevators die, and regular people become their own emergency managers in 5 seconds. Now, about that subway call, Sarah, near Wall Street. Multiple transit employees have reached out to say there are stalled trains in multiple tunnels below the financial district. That matters because it means a lot of people are trapped underground without clear guidance.
And if what Sarah said is true, cracked tunnel walls, that's catastrophic.
We can't confirm cracked walls from here, but we can confirm stalled trains and power interruptions.
We just got a bulletin from the city. Bridges and tunnels into Manhattan being evaluated. That's their phrase. Evaluated. That means you might get shut down fast.
If you're outside Manhattan and thinking of driving in, don't. If you're in Manhattan and thinking of driving out, understand you might get stuck on a bridge. Consider sheltering instead of rushing.
That's a brutal choice.
Yeah, it is. Back to Marcus. Marcus, if you're still with us, give us a status.
I'm still in the bodega. The owner locked the front. People keep pounding. I hear helicopters. And, Mike, there's a smell. Like salt water and burning plastic.
Salt water?
Downtown. Yeah. Like the river is in the air. And there's this constant vibration. It's like standing next to a freight train that never passes.
Marcus, you're going to conserve your battery. Only call if you move, or if you can confirm something clear. Understood? Understood. Back to Marcus. Marcus, if you're still with us, give us a status.
I'm still in the bodega. The owner locked the front. People keep pounding. I hear helicopters. And, Mike, there's a smell. Like salt water and burning plastic.
Salt water?
Downtown. Yeah. Like the river is in the air. And there's this constant vibration. It's like standing next to a freight train that never passes.
Marcus, you're going to conserve your battery. Only call if you move, or if you can confirm something clear. Understood? Understood. It's 11:02 a.m. We have updates we never expected to say on air. First, we have confirmation that this is not just a tremor. We have multiple verified reports of large-scale destruction in Lower Manhattan. Second, we have a callback from Marcus.
Marcus is alive.
Marcus, you're on. Tell us where you are.
I'm in the bodega on Church Street. I'm hiding in the back. Mike, I saw it.
Marcus, what did you see?
Something massive. I can't even. Buildings were crumbling like paper, like they were made of sugar. In the street, people, there was a wave of dust, and then it moved through it.
Marcus, I need specifics. Height, shape, anything you can actually describe.
Tall, like taller than the buildings, maybe as tall as some of them. It moved through them like they weren't even there, and the sound, like metal grinding and an animal at the same time.
Are you saying a machine? A vehicle?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just know it's not human, and it's not a crane. People looked up and ran like their bodies knew before their brains did.
Okay, Marcus, stay hidden. Do not run into the street. Keep low. We're going to keep your line open if we can. Phone lines are melting. Calls drop mid-sentence.
Here's another verified development. We have multiple reports that the Brooklyn Bridge suffered major structural failure. We are not going to say collapsed entirely because we can't confirm the full span, but we have enough eyewitnesses and enough emergency chatter to say it's damaged and likely impassable.
That means Manhattan is starting to get cut off.
Yes, and we're seeing military helicopters. That's not rumor. People uptown are calling in saying they're seeing multiple helicopters moving south.
My sister just texted from Midtown. People are running. She says there are evacuation orders spreading by word of mouth, like a chain reaction.
Jenny, keep that line open. Don't drain your battery. Folks, we have our first official statement coming in. Not from Washington, but from the state level.
The governor?
Yes, a brief emergency broadcast. It says, remain calm, avoid Lower Manhattan, and that the military is responding to a developing threat. It does not name the threat, but the word threat is in it.
A threat? That's not infrastructure damage. That's something else.
Right. And now you're hearing the phone lines explode because people heard military and they heard threat, and their brains filled in the blank.
We've got callers saying they saw a creature, and the descriptions don't match. Some say it's like a dinosaur. Some say it's like a building with legs. Some say it's wild.
We're not going to lock on to one description, but we are going to acknowledge a pattern. Multiple, unrelated people describing something large, moving through the financial district, causing destruction simply by being there.
That's the pattern. That's what's scaring me.
We're taking a call from a high-rise resident. Caller, you're on.
I'm in a high-rise near the East River. I can see down into the streets. It's like a disaster movie. Cars abandoned, people running north, and something is moving through the dust. I can't see the whole thing, but I can see parts.
David, this is Jenny. Stay with me. You're in a high-rise, and you have a view of the streets below.
Yeah, and Jenny, I'm telling you, it's turning, like it's orienting itself, like it's choosing where to go next.
Are you safe inside? Windows intact? Any instructions from your building?
People are in the hallway. Some are praying, some are yelling. The doorman says stay away from windows, but I can't stop looking.
I need you away from the glass. You can still tell us what you're seeing without putting your face against a window. What do you see? Movement, direction?
It's moving north, slowly, but everything around it is breaking, like it's pushing air that cracks things.
Okay, David, keep your phone charged. If you lose connection, call back when you can, and stay with other people. Don't be alone.
Folks, that's a recurring theme. Stay together. If you're alone in this kind of chaos, panic takes you faster. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep you informed.
We've got callers describing the creature differently. Some say it's smooth, some say it's spiky, some say it's got a tail, some say it doesn't.
Which could mean people are seeing different angles through dust, or it could mean there's more than one thing, and I'm not going to say that last part like it's fact. I'm saying it as a possibility.
Either way, it's moving north.
Right. New verified update. Sections of the Brooklyn Bridge approach are impassable. Emergency officials are pushing people away from the base. That confirms at least partial failure.
So Manhattan is becoming a trap.
For some, yes.
We've got a female caller, says she's on the Brooklyn side, watching helicopters hover over the river.
Put her through. You're on Red Zone. Tell me your name and location.
Tanya, Dumbo, I can see the helicopters going low like they're looking for something in the water, and there's smoke coming up near the bridge. People are filming, but the cops are yelling at everyone to get back.
Tanya, do you see any boats? Coast Guard.
I saw one small boat, but it looked tiny compared to what they're scanning for. And the water, Michael, the water is churning like it's boiling.
Step away from the shoreline, Tanya. Don't get close for video. Thank you for the call.
That in the water theme won't die.
Because something started in the water, or under it. That's the implication. It's 1:34 p.m. The city has shifted from confusion to direct crisis. We have multiple confirmations that the military has engaged whatever is moving through Manhattan. People across the city are reporting explosions in the distance and shockwaves rattling windows.
And it's not just one threat now. That's the part that's turning my stomach.
We're getting reports of smaller things. Callers describing smaller creatures or parasites falling or swarming near the areas of heavy destruction. We can't confirm biology on the air, but we can confirm multiple medical calls and emergency chatter about bites and attacks.
Times Square evacuation is turning chaotic. We've got multiple eyewitnesses saying there's a stampede. People getting trampled.
And this is personal now. Jenny, your brother is calling on the hotline. You want to take it?
Yeah, I do. Okay, he's on. This is Jenny. Talk to me.
Jen, listen. I'm at the hospital, downtown. We're getting flooded with people. Not just injuries, bites. And there's something coming. People are screaming that things are in the stairwell. What do you mean, things? What things? Small, fast, like animals, but wrong. They're climbing. They're coming through windows, Jen, the windows.
Get away from the windows. Get inside a room. Lock it.
We're trying. There's not enough security. Nurses are barricading with gurneys. I don't know if I'm gonna...
Don't say that. Don't say that to me. Tell me where you are in the building.
Second floor, west wing. Hold on.
What's happening?
They're here.
No.
Jenny, breathe. Breathe. You did what you could.
I can't. Michael, I can't.
Look at me. We keep broadcasting. People need information. You're not alone in this. Half the city is trying to reach someone right now.
I can't hear him anymore.
I know. We have a first responder on the line. EMT. Patricia, you're live.
This is Patricia. I'm an EMT in Midtown. We've been pulled south, and then pulled back, and then pulled sideways. Nobody has a plan. We've got dozens of bite victims. The things people are talking about, they're real. They're fast, aggressive. And the bites, those bites get infected fast.
Patricia, you said bites get infected fast. What are you seeing?
Swelling, fever, people get confused, some get violent, and we don't have supplies. We're using whatever we can find. We're basically a moving triage.
Are you seeing this in one neighborhood or multiple?
Multiple, and not just Manhattan. I heard Queens crews calling for help. I heard Brooklyn. People think they can outrun it by crossing a bridge, but bridges are chaos.
Patricia, do you think it's spreading?
I think it already did.
Okay. Patricia, if you can, call us back later. You're going to be important for people listening. Stay safe.
Numb. The military's in the sky. People are calling about fighter jets.
We can't verify aircraft types from the studio, but we can verify the president addressed the nation. That's our second and last official statement for this section, and I'm going to keep it short. A national state of emergency, full military response deployed, and he urged calm and cooperation. That's the line.
And Manhattan's power is failing. Lower Manhattan's going dark in sections.
We're seeing that too. Power fluctuations even here. If we go off air, we'll come back on backup. We are staying as long as we can. Moving to the early afternoon hour. Military engagement. People keep asking, is this a foreign attack? We have no evidence of that. No, none. There's no claim, no pattern of targeted strikes, no known adversary announcing anything. What we have is something physically present, causing damage.
And that's somehow worse, because you can't negotiate with it.
Exactly.
We've got Tony on line 3, male caller, watching jets.
Jenny, take it.
Tony, you're on. Where are you? I'm in Astoria, on a rooftop. I'm watching fighter jets fly over the river. Missiles. Actual missiles. Hitting something downtown. And the explosions. They hit it. And it just keeps moving. Tony, you're seeing this from Astoria. Can you describe what you're aiming at? A building? The street? It's not a building. It's taller than the Chrysler building. I can see a shape above the dust, like a mountain walking. Okay? Tony, I need you inside. Rooftops aren't safe with shock waves and debris. Go downstairs. I know. But, Jenny, it's unreal. It's like the city's being chewed. Get inside. Call back when you're safe.
Chewed. That word keeps coming back. Now, about these smaller creatures. Patricia mentioned bite victims. We're hearing from other EMTs and ER staff that something is causing wounds that don't match typical trauma. Not glass, not falls, not burns. Punctures. Claw-like tears. And I hate saying that.
Me too.
Times Square. Evacuation chaos. People are moving north, and when crowds move, parasites, or whatever these smaller things are, get lost in the mass. That's what we're hearing. People getting attacked in alleyways, in stairwells, in subway entrances.
And the city's not built for hiding. There's nowhere to disappear. We've got Patricia again. She's moving. She says she's near an ad hoc triage point.
Put her through.
We've got a makeshift refugee center forming in Queens. People coming in from the bridges on foot. Some are barefoot, some are bleeding. We're trying to keep bitten people separated, but it's chaos.
Patricia, are officials directing this?
Some National Guard showed up, but it's not organized. It's like everyone's improvising.
Okay, thank you. It's 4:06 p.m. The situation has escalated beyond anything the city has trained for. Reports indicate the main destructive force, whatever it is, has moved towards Central Park, leaving a path of damage through Midtown corridors. And the smaller threats, the parasites, the bite attacks, are now being reported outside Manhattan.
Brooklyn, Queens, even New Jersey.
Evac routes are jammed. People are trying to get across bridges that may not even be stable. And we have unconfirmed but repeated reports of major damage near the George Washington Bridge area.
That's north. That's a lifeline for people trying to get out.
We have David back on the line, the high-rise caller. David, you there?
Jenny, listen. It's right outside my window. I can see its skin moving, like breathing. There are things crawling on it, falling off it. David, this is Jenny. Step back from the window right now. I need you away from the glass. I'm trying, but it's so close. It's like the building is vibrating just because it exists near it. Are you alone? No, 15 of us. We're on the 47th floor. We barricaded the stairwell because people were trying to force in. Someone got bitten in the hall. Okay, David, listen to me. Quiet voices. Lights low. Stay together. Don't open doors for strangers unless you can verify who they are. It's looking. It's turning its head. Its eyes. Oh God, it sees. David, stay still. Don't move. It's David.
Jenny, his call dropped. That's the network. That's not... Okay, folks. We're getting reports the military attempted a bomber strike near Central Park. We cannot confirm the outcome. We have reports of a massive explosion and then continued movement. That's all we can responsibly say.
Patricia's calling back.
Put her through.
Queens, Michael, that's not Manhattan.
Changing how, Patricia?
Eyes, glassy, rage. They don't recognize family. They don't respond to pain the same way. It's like their brains are being hijacked.
Okay, for anyone listening, avoid contact with anyone showing extreme agitation after a bite. Keep distance. Keep barriers.
Michael, lights just flickered hard.
Yeah, we might lose main power. If we do, we've got a generator.
Manhattan's cut off.
Bridges and tunnels are either closed, damaged, or blocked. That means for many of you, this is shelter in place whether you chose it or not.
And we're hearing from other newsrooms that other cities are reporting similar things. Not confirmed details, but similar patterns. Large-scale movement, infrastructure damage, communication strain.
Which means this might not be isolated to New York. And that, folks, is where the fear spreads beyond a single skyline. That's when the whole country starts to feel smaller.
The studio's main power just dropped for a second.
Okay, folks, we're switching to backup systems. If you notice a slight change in our sound, that's why. We're still here.
Michael, our tech says the generator can hold a while, but not forever.
Then we use the time we have. National picture. Because people outside New York are calling in. We are hearing from other cities. Again, unconfirmed specifics, but similar patterns. Sudden infrastructure damage. Coastal disturbances. Communication strain. That means if you're listening in Boston, Philly, Baltimore, D.C., Miami, New Orleans, Houston, L.A., Seattle, don't assume this is New York's problem. Stay alert for local advisories.
But don't panic based on rumors. Listen for your local emergency management.
Exactly.
Our producer just got a message. His girlfriend. Water Street. The building collapsed.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
He's still sitting there, Michael. He's still doing his job.
Then we do ours. Finally, staff decision. Several people in this building have left to try to reach family. I don't blame them. Adam is still here. He just lost someone, and he's still here. Our engineers are still here. Jenny and I are still here. We're making a call to stay and broadcast as long as the signal holds, because information is survival.
And because if we go quiet, people will feel like the world ended.
Yeah, it's 6:30 p.m. We're heading into night coverage. If you're in the dark, literally or mentally, stay with us. This is Red Zone Radio.
It's 6:34 p.m. If you're just joining us, this is Michael Hale, Red Zone Radio. We've been on continuous coverage since dawn. What started as scattered damage downtown has turned into a full-scale crisis, and now the sun's going down on a city that's already been through one day of something nobody was prepared to name.
And if you're outside New York listening, because we know you are, we're getting reports that this isn't isolated. Not clean details, not anything we can map perfectly, but similar patterns in other places. Coastal disturbances, sudden collapses, strange movement reports. It's like the country's all holding its breath.
We are not here to scare you for fun. We're here to keep you informed so you can make decisions that keep you alive.
If you're in Manhattan, if you're in the boroughs, if you're in Jersey, listen carefully to local advisories. If you don't have those right now, you use common sense. Stay together, stay away from windows, stay off bridges unless you're being directed, and don't crowd danger for a better look.
The building's running on backup. We're still here.
And we're staying as long as the signal holds.
Michael, before we go deeper into calls, I want to say something out loud because people keep asking, why is this still happening after a whole day? And the truth is, we don't know. We don't know if yesterday was the first wave or the warning, or if whatever this is still arriving.
And that's the hardest part for people across the country. You wake up thinking, okay, it's been a day, they'll have it handled. But a day isn't long when the thing you're facing doesn't get tired.
We're getting notes from stations in other states saying they're hearing the same emergency language, evaluating bridges, closing tunnels, avoid waterfront. Different cities, same words.
Which is why I'm going to repeat this for listeners outside New York. Don't wait for certainty. Certainty is a luxury. If your city says avoid the waterfront, avoid it. If your county says stay off roads, stay off them. Don't be the person who says, well, I didn't see it with my own eyes. People downtown today didn't see it until it was on top of them.
We've got our technicians in the room with us, just two, both trying to keep the generator steady and keep the signal strong. If you hear us pause sometimes, it's because we're looking at them for a thumbs up.
They're heroes, and they didn't ask for it.
One of them just mouthed something to me. If we have to go, we go now, not later.
Right. And we'll make that call when we have to.
Timestamp, 6:41 p.m. Nightfall is coming fast. We've got wide power failures creeping across the grid. Whole blocks in lower Manhattan are dark. Some of Midtown is flickering. The skyline looks wrong, like someone took bites out of it.
And when the lights go out, people get brave in the dumbest ways. They go outside, they go to rooftops, they try to check. Please, don't do that.
Quick bulletin. Containment failed in lower Manhattan. Units repositioning. Residents advised to shelter and await further instruction. That's the first time the word failed has been used in an official line we've received.
That's terrifyingly honest.
It's honest because they ran out of words that sound nicer. We've got an emergency message repeating through city channels. Shelter in place, avoid windows, do not attempt to cross closed bridges. And if you're south of Canal, get north only if you can do it safely and calmly. That's the message. It's not comforting. It's just real.
Military scanner traffic is shifting too. Earlier it was all about moving in, hitting the target, pushing it back. Now it's defensive language.
Hold, fallback, containment. That kind of language.
Which means they don't think they can stop it right now. Michael, our building shook again. Small but real.
Yeah. You might notice it too if you're in a high-rise. Small tremors are still moving through the city. That does not mean earthquake. It means pressure, impact, something interacting with the ground. That's the best we can describe it.
And people keep calling it a creature. We're not confirming biology, but we are acknowledging what multiple witnesses are describing. A massive moving force.
Big enough that people in Queens feel the ground change.
Our producer earlier, Adam, he left the room. He's still in the building, but he needed a minute. That's where we are emotionally. People who've never cried at work in their lives are crying in stairwells.
And that's okay. We're going to take a minute to talk practical night survival, because a lot of you are about to be stuck in the dark.
Basics. Water first. If you have clean water, ration it. If you have to collect water, do not go to open river edges. Fill bathtubs if you still have pressure. If you're in an apartment building, talk to neighbors and pool supplies. Carefully.
Light discipline. If you're in a blackout zone and you're sheltering, you don't stand in front of a lit window. You don't make yourself a target. Keep lights low. Cover windows if you can.
Noise discipline, too. People underestimate how far sound travels at night, especially in streets that are emptied out. If something is moving through the dark, you want to be boring. You want to be invisible.
Boring is survival.
And if you're with kids, tell them it's a storm. Tell them it's a blackout. Give them something small to focus on, because fear in a child becomes noise.
That's real. We're going back to calls. Remember the rule. If you're in immediate danger, stop calling radio and call emergency services. If those aren't responding, you focus on shelter and survival first. Calling us is only useful if it doesn't put you at risk. We've got Sarah back. Female caller. Sarah, you're on with me. Talk to me.
Michael, I'm above ground now.
Sarah? Okay. You made it out of the subway?
Eventually. We walked the tracks. People kept slipping. There were parts where water came in. We heard things. Not people. Not the train.
Where are you right now?
Near an abandoned station. I don't even know which one anymore. Everything looks different with all the dust. The streets, Michael, there are cars just left in the road like people evaporated. And it's getting dark.
Sarah?
I need you to make a plan. Not a big one, a small one. Find a building that still looks stable. Get inside with other people if you can. You don't want to be allowed on the street at night.
Above ground is worse. Down there, it was just one monster. Up here, it feels like the city's full of it.
Sarah, listen. You survived the tunnel. That means you can survive this hour. Find shelter, stay quiet. Stay away from open water and open streets. And if you hear military directions, follow them.
Okay, I'll try.
Call us if you can later. If you can't, I want you focusing on staying alive, not updating me.
She sounds like she's already aged 10 years today.
We all have.
We've also got Marcus checking in. Mail caller. Jenny's taking it. Marcus, you're on with me. Where are you?
I'm in a bank vault, downtown. It wasn't my plan. It was just the only place that felt like it could hold.
A vault. How many people are with you?
12, maybe 13, if you count the guy who keeps passing out. We've got water, not much food. Air is... I don't know. It's warm. It's heavy.
Do you have any contact with outside? Any official units nearby?
We hear helicopters above sometimes. We hear distant blasts. But then it gets quiet. And that quiet feels worse.
Marcus, are you safe right now?
Safe is a big word. We're not dead. That's what I've got.
Okay. You're going to ration your phone. Only check in when it matters. And Marcus, if the vault starts feeling tight, if people get dizzy, you tell them to take turns near the door seam. Don't all panic at once.
Yeah, okay. Jenny. I'm sorry I went quiet earlier.
Don't apologize for surviving. Call when you can.
New report. Multiple sightings of a second major destructive force in Brooklyn. We can't verify what it is, but the pattern is similar. Vibration, structural damage, panic movement, emergency crews overwhelmed.
If that's real, that means we're not talking about one problem. We're talking about a wave.
And with night coming, the smaller threats become harder to see. Patricia warned us earlier about bite victims and fast-moving attackers. We've got more reports of those attacks increasing as streets darken.
Thermal imaging reports, again, secondhand from people listening to military chatter, suggest there are a lot of moving heat signatures in the streets. Hundreds. That's what they're saying.
Which means if you're sheltering, you keep your doors locked and you don't open for strangers unless you can confirm. I hate saying that, but that's where we are.
One piece of good news. My sister texted again. She made it to New Jersey. She's with friends. She says the roads were chaos, but she's alive.
Thank God.
It's the first time I've exhaled all day.
We're seeing national-level chatter now. Reports from other major cities of similar incidents. I'm not going to list rumors, but if you're in a coastal city, if you're near a major port, stay alert. This began around water. That's a pattern we keep hearing.
And if you're inland, don't assume you're safe. Bridges are failing, roads are jammed. This is an infrastructure event now, whether the cause is biological, mechanical, or something else.
The other big change? The military is shifting from offense to evacuation. We're hearing phrases like evac surrounding states. That tells you how big the circle is getting.
Satellite link is unstable. Tech says we might lose the long-distance relay.
If we do, we keep broadcasting locally as long as we can. And if we lose everything, then you do what you've been doing all day. Stay alive, stay together, stay smart. Timestamp, 8:12 p.m. We've got a new pattern. The big impacts seem to come in waves. Long stretches of distant rumble, then a sudden heavy shake. The night feels like it's breathing.
And in between, you hear the small things. Footsteps, scrapes, people screaming in the distance, and then going quiet.
We can't verify every scream, but we can verify this. Emergency services are overwhelmed. So you act like help may not arrive quickly. You plan accordingly.
Another note from military chatter, they're establishing protected evacuation zones. That's the first hopeful operational phrase we've heard in hours.
Which likely means, if you make it to certain areas, you might get moved out. But those areas will be crowded and chaotic.
So if you attempt it with a group, with a plan, and with eyes open.
And if you can't attempt it, shelter. That's not cowardice. That's strategy.
It's 9:04 p.m. For a moment, the city is quieter. Quieter in the way that feels like the world is waiting to hit you again. Fires are burning unattended. Sirens are fewer, not because things are better, but because there aren't enough people left to answer every call.
We're shifting our focus. If you're out there, you might not need another headline. You might need a human voice telling you what to do next. So we're taking survivor stories, practical, real, small steps, how you're staying alive.
If you're calling in, keep it clear. Where you are, who you're with, what you need, what you've learned. And then you hang up and you conserve your battery. Back to 9 p.m. coverage. Survivor stories. I want to read one message that came in through our text line. It's short. It says, "We're in a laundromat on 125th. We locked the gate. 20 people. No food. We're okay for now. Whoever you are, good. Stay together. If you have to move, move as a group."
Another message. My dad got bitten. He says he's fine. He's not fine. Listen, if you're dealing with a bitten family member, this is brutal. Separate them without abandoning them. Give them water. Give them a blanket, but keep distance. If the infected behavior starts, you protect the unbitten.
That's the new morality this crisis forces on people. It's not fair.
Nothing about this is fair.
We have Maria. Female caller. Michael's taking it. Maria, you're on with me. Where are you?
Harlem. Apartment. 4th floor. My kids are sleeping, and I'm trying to keep them that way.
Maria, you're doing the right thing. How old are your kids?
6 and 9. They think it's a storm. I told them the city lost power, and we're doing a camp night.
That's smart. Keep it normal. What are you hearing outside?
The crashes. Like buildings falling. But far. And then something heavy. Like footsteps that aren't footsteps. Like the air thumps. Do you have supplies? Water, flashlights. 2 flashlights. Some bottled water. Snacks. I put a mattress against the window like you said earlier. Good. Keep them away from the glass. Keep your hallway clear. If you hear people running in the hall, don't open unless you know them. And Maria, if it gets worse and you have to move, do it before panic hits. Move when you can think, not when you're forced. I'm scared, Michael.
I know, but you're doing it anyway. That's courage. Call back only if something changes and you need guidance. Otherwise, stay quiet and stay with your kids.
That call? That's half of America right now. Parents trying to lie well enough to keep their kids breathing.
Yeah.
We've got David back. Male caller. Jenny's taking it. David, you're on with me. Are you alive?
Yeah. I'm bleeding. We made a tourniquet. There's a woman up here who says she's a nurse. We've got 15 people. Still.
Okay. David, stay with me. Where are you now?
Same building. 47th floor. We moved away from windows. But the stairwell, people banged earlier. Someone got in. They were wrong. Like they weren't themselves.
Bitten?
Yeah. He was foaming, kind of. He kept saying, "It's under my skin." Then he tried to bite somebody. We shoved him out. I feel sick saying that.
You did what you had to do. David, listen. Keep the door barricaded. Keep one person watching while the others rest. Rotate. Don't let exhaustion make you sloppy. And if you have disinfectant, bleach, alcohol, keep it near in case of wounds.
Jenny, I can smell smoke. The city smells like burning metal.
I know. Try to cover your nose and mouth with a cloth if you have it. Stay low if smoke gets inside. Call back when you can. You're not alone up there.
National report coming in from a partner station. Federal government leadership is relocating to a secure location. They say communications are fragmented. There are even rumors the vice president is dead. We cannot confirm that. But we can confirm this. Human command is breaking into pockets. That's why you're seeing scattered units operate independently.
which means you can't count on one single coordinated rescue. You might see soldiers on your block and none on the next one.
Right. We have a federal emergency broadcast update saying rescue operations may begin at dawn from marked locations. That's the hopeful piece. May, not will, but it's something.
And they're warning people, mark your location if you can. Signs in windows, simple words, help, injured, children, that kind of thing.
Do it only if it doesn't put you at risk.
Our police scanner is almost silent. It's not chatter anymore. It's occasional desperate calls, like the system is drowning.
Staff conversation. Michael and I need to be honest. We've talked about leaving. We've talked about locking the studio door and riding out the night right here, because going outside at night, I don't even have words. And we've also talked about the reality that fire doesn't care if you're brave. If the building burns, you move. That's not heroism. That's physics.
I keep thinking about my mom. She's out on Long Island, and all day I've told myself she's safe because she's not in Manhattan. But now, I don't know what safe means.
I keep thinking about my wife in Brooklyn, the bridges, the chaos, and I keep thinking if I leave this mic, do I ever get another chance to help anyone? That's the trap.
It's survivor guilt before you even survive.
Yeah.
Marcus is calling, mail caller. Jenny's taking it. Marcus, talk to me.
Air's getting thin. People are arguing. One guy wants to open the door and run. Another wants to wait. We can't all agree.
Marcus, listen. Running blind at night downtown is a gamble you don't need. Keep them calm. Make a rotation near the seam for air. Slow breathing. Sit down. Don't stand and pace. Pacing burns oxygen.
They're panicking, Jenny. They're looking at me like I'm supposed to know.
Tell them you don't know everything, but you know this. Panic kills fast. Quiet voices, slow movements. And if you hear any official units, you call for help. You don't open unless you're sure who's outside.
Okay.
Midnight update, 11:58 p.m. We're getting widespread reports of fires across Manhattan. Not just one block, whole corridors. And there are no firefighters responding because they can't. So the city is burning while it's being broken.
People keep asking, why don't they just flood the streets? Why don't they just... Because this isn't a movie. Water mains are broken. Power stations are damaged. The systems that make a city work are collapsing.
It's 11:37 p.m. We need to say it clearly. Midtown has taken heavy damage. The Empire State Building, there are reports it's been struck or compromised. We cannot confirm the full extent, but we can confirm there is structural damage reported in that area.
I heard someone say the skyline looks like teeth missing.
Another major update. A second large destructive force is now being reported in the Bronx. Again, details are inconsistent, but the reports are consistent that it's not one location anymore.
That means the city is ringed. One of our technicians, Tom, just pulled us aside. He says he got scratched earlier when he went to the stairwell to check the hallway. He didn't say it at first because he didn't want to cause panic.
Tom, if you're hearing me, thank you for telling us. That's responsible.
He's quarantining himself in the equipment room. Door closed. We slid him water. He told us not to come close.
Folks, that's what this is now. Making decisions that break your heart, but keep other people breathing.
He's scared.
We're all scared. Jenny, you've been carrying a lot. How are you holding up?
I'm here. That's all I've got.
That's enough. Sarah is calling. Female caller. Michael's taking it. Sarah, talk to me.
I'm walking. I don't know where to go. I'm just walking because standing still feels like dying.
Where are you walking, Sarah? Give me landmarks.
There's a crater where a Starbucks used to be. I know that sounds stupid, but that's how I know I'm on the right street. The street is just gone, like someone scooped it out.
That's not stupid. That's real memory. Okay, Sarah, find a building that still has people. A church, a lobby, anything. You want numbers, you want walls.
I saw bodies, Michael. A lot. I stepped around them like trash. I hate myself for it.
You're alive. That's not evil. That's survival. The guilt comes later. Right now you breathe and you keep moving smart.
I hear something above the buildings, like wings.
Get inside now, Sarah. Inside. No windows.
Okay.
Michael, I'm not okay.
I know.
I can't do this anymore. Everyone's dying. Everyone. And we're just talking into a microphone like...
Jenny, look at me. We're still here. We're still broadcasting. That means something. It means somebody out there hears a human voice and doesn't give up for one more hour.
I hate that you're right.
I hate that I have to be.
Military just announced another strike. People are calling it a bunker buster, something heavy. They hit Central Park again. The blast shook our building.
Yes, we felt it. Our tech just confirmed the generator dipped but held. If you felt that shake, you're not imagining it.
Patricia is calling. Female caller. Michael has to take it.
Patricia, you're on with me. Are you alive?
Barely. They got into the building. The little ones, the fast ones. I had to fight them off. I'm bleeding. I'm okay, I think.
Patricia, breathe. Tell me where you are.
Queens. We were trying to move people into a safer block. Lights went out and they came out of nowhere. They're like rats with claws.
Any bitten?
Yes. And the infected, Michael. The infected are worse. They don't act like people anymore. They just charge.
Get to a barricaded room if you can. Stay with other responders. Don't go alone.
I'm not alone. I've got 2 volunteers. We're trying to keep kids quiet. If you hear me stop talking, it's because I'm moving. I'm moving right now.
Patricia, focus on survival. Call back when safe.
She sounded like she was running.
She was. It's 12:22 a.m. We have new confirmation that military units are pulling back from large sections of the city. Operation Exodus appears to be a real directive. Withdraw from the metro area, establish lines outside, focus on evacuation corridors and protected zones. That means the center is being abandoned.
People still inside the center are being left behind.
Yes. And if you're hearing that and your stomach is dropping, that reaction is normal.
Another report. People are seeing military pull back, like full withdrawal from certain streets, like they're abandoning blocks.
That lines up with scanner chatter. Operation Exodus. Withdraw what you can, leave what you can't.
Our building just shook again. Closer.
Which means something's within a few blocks. Folks, if you're listening in Manhattan, you might feel your walls tremble. Stay low. Stay away from glass. Don't run into streets.
David is calling. Male caller. Jenny's taken it. David, talk to me.
The building's tilting. We're in the stairwell. Too many. Too many. The stairs are cracking. People are screaming.
David, slow down. One step at a time. Stay on the inside of the stairwell, away from the outer wall. Keep your group together. Don't push.
It's like the building is bending. We can hear something scraping outside.
If the stairwell becomes unsafe, you stop and shelter in an interior unit. Do not rush downward into a crush. Do you understand?
I don't know if we have time.
David, listen to my voice. Time doesn't matter if you get trampled or fall. You move with control. You keep the nurse near the injured, and you do not open doors to the outside until you're sure it's clear. Okay, Jenny. Stay with me. Keep talking. The lights. David.
We lost him. That might be the network. That might be worse. Either way, we have to keep going. It's 2:08 a.m., and something strange is happening. For the first time in hours, there's a lull. Not peace, not safety, just less movement, less noise, like the city's holding still.
And that makes your brain do awful math. You start thinking, is it gone? And then you hate yourself for hoping.
Sunrise is still a couple hours away. If you're sheltering, you do not treat this as permission to leave. The lull could be weather. It could be repositioning. It could be nothing. So you stay smart.
If you have a chance right now while it's quieter, do quiet maintenance. Charge devices if you have any power. Fill containers with water if pressure exists. Reinforce doors. Move away from windows. Don't waste the lull.
And don't go outside just because it's quieter.
We have good news. Actual good news. Marcus is calling, and he says they got into the vault.
Jenny, take it.
Marcus, talk to me.
They cut through the door. National Guard, I think. They're going building to building. We're out. We're actually out.
Marcus, you're alive.
I'm alive. I can see the street. It's destroyed, but I'm breathing air that isn't trapped in a box.
Okay, stay with the unit. Do not wander. Follow instructions even if you don't like them.
They're moving us north. They say there are extraction points. They say don't touch anyone who looks bitten. Jenny, it's real. The infected, it's real.
I believe you. Go. Conserve battery.
That's the first real rescue we've heard all night. That matters.
Maria texted. She says she's taking her kids to the roof if the helicopter comes. She got word there might be extraction. She's terrified.
That's a plan with risk. But it's a plan.
New threat officially acknowledged in an emergency broadcast. Infected bite victims becoming aggressive. The message says avoid contact, do not render aid without protection, and keep distance.
That's one of the cruelest things I've ever heard a government say out loud. But it's reality. If you try to help and you get bitten, you add to the problem.
Patricia describes a refugee camp being attacked, not by the massive force, but by infected people. That's what makes this feel like the ground shifting under us. Two fronts.
Yes.
Government message. This one's the one people don't want. They're considering a nuclear option for Manhattan if containment fails.
Let me say it clearly so there's no misunderstanding. There is talk at federal level of extreme measures, up to and including destroying sections of the city to stop spread. We do not have confirmation of a final decision, but the fact that it's being discussed tells you how desperate things are.
That's not a headline. That's a funeral.
Yeah, 3:18 a.m. Maria texted again. She's on the roof with her kids. She can hear aircraft. She says she put a sheet with children on it. That's smart. That's visible.
But roofs are dangerous if debris starts falling.
True. But if extraction is coming, that might be the only way.
I hate that a mother has to make that choice.
Me too.
Fires are closing in on our building. We can smell it. We might have to evacuate.
We're discussing it with the techs. If we leave, we do it with a plan. We don't just run.
Michael, the fire reached the floor below us.
Okay, folks, we are preparing to move. Not yet. We're going to keep broadcasting as long as we can. But if we go quiet, it might mean we had to abandon the studio for our lives. Understand that.
Only Michael and I are left now. Techs are staying as long as they can, but they may have to separate to handle equipment.
And if you're out there alone, hearing that, we're still with you right now.
It's 4:36 a.m. Dawn is coming. The sky over the city is turning that gray-blue that usually means coffee and commuters. Today it means you're about to see what the dark let you pretend wasn't real.
From the window, what we can see. Fires everywhere. Smoke columns like storm clouds.
Reports suggest the large destructive forces are moving toward water again. Toward the rivers. Toward the harbor. Some people are hoping that means they're leaving. Some people are afraid it means something worse. We do not know.
From the window, what we can see. Fires everywhere. Smoke columns like storm clouds.
Reports suggest the large destructive forces are moving toward water again. Toward the rivers. Toward the harbor. Some people are hoping that means they're leaving. Some people are afraid it means something worse. We do not know.
From the window, what we can see. Fires everywhere. Smoke columns like storm clouds.
We have one confirmed rescue. David survived. A rescue team found him after the building incident. He's injured, but alive. David, if you ever hear this later, good. Hold on. Sarah reached an extraction point on Staten Island. She messaged through someone's phone. She says she can see boats. She said she's going to make it. Sarah, you did it. Maria and her children, Michael. She just texted one word. Helicopter. Oh my God. She says they're being lifted out.
She says her kids are crying, but alive.
That's a win.
In a night full of losses, that's a win. Patricia confirmed the nuclear authorization is set for noon if the creatures don't leave.
Let that sit with you. Noon. That means the decision clock is running even as the sun comes up.
There's an automated emergency broadcast repeating. All remaining survivors evacuate to designated zones if able, otherwise shelter and mark location. Human voices on those channels are gone. It's just the machine repeating.
Which is why we're still talking. Because machines can give instructions, but they can't tell you you're not crazy for being afraid.
Our building is damaged. We can feel it. Stairs are cracked. The hallway smells like smoke and concrete dust.
So this is likely our last full segment. Jenny and I are going to do something personal now. Because this might be the last time we get a clean minute.
I never thought I'd do this on air.
Neither did I. This is Michael Hale, Red Zone Radio. If you're hearing this, you survived one day and one night of... I don't even have words that fit. We've been broadcasting for almost 24 hours. Because we believed information is a lifeline.
And to everyone who called, everyone who texted, everyone who listened in silence in a dark room, you mattered. You weren't just noise on a line. You were proof that people were still people.
If you're out there and you're alone, find someone. If you can't find someone, make yourself visible for rescue, without exposing yourself to danger. Mark a window, conserve your battery, save water, and don't let panic convince you to sprint into the street.
If you're bitten, I'm sorry. I'm sorry this world became that kind of world. Keep distance from others. Don't let love turn into a chain of infection.
To my wife, Sarah, I love you. If you're alive, I'm coming. If I can't, just know I tried to stay on the air, because it was the only thing I could do that felt like fighting back.
To my family, to my sister in Jersey, keep going. Keep going even if it feels pointless. And to my brother, if you're out there somewhere, please be alive. And to the people in other states listening, Chicago, Atlanta, Dallas, LA, Seattle, don't assume this can't reach you. Pay attention, make plans, help your neighbors while it's still possible to help safely. We're going to leave the studio in a few minutes. We're going to try to reach an evacuation route. If you never hear from us again, then let this be the record that you were here, that this happened, that it wasn't a rumor on a screen.
This is Red Zone Radio. We're signing off. Stay strong. This isn't the end.